The Indian desert, or the Marusthal that we go on to call it, is equally significant from a physiographic angle, and one can always go on to think of the number of questions that have been asked from this section. The Indian desert is intriguing from many accounts. First of all, it is one of those rare deserts in the whole of the world which has the highest number of people living in a given area. The second is this is one of those deserts that was never ever a desert. It has been converted into a desert by the human beings. The third is this is one of those deserts that's the most alive and the kicking desert found anywhere in the whole of the world. The fifth is that this is one of those deserts that has actually experienced some type of an earthquake which has been responsible for the purpose of aggravating the content and aggravating the form of this desert. This is largely because of an earthquake it was straight and it went on to develop an anticlinal shape. This is one of those deserts which has determined the climate of India, the whole of the climate of India, like nothing else. It's one of these deserts that's an extension of the Arabian desert. It's one of those deserts that exists in the form of a desert because of some really exceptional circumstances. There are two aspects of or about this desert that goes on to be significant from the purpose of its study. One of them is going to be associated with its geology, geological history and its features. During the Mesozoic and the Cenozoic, of course, when we're going to be using these words, we understand that the student is completely acquainted with the use of these words and the meaning of these words, and that he has a complete knowledge about the geological history of the world as well as India. Without it, none of these students will be able to comprehend the significance of these words. So during Mesozoic and the Cenozoic, a large portion of northwest and southeast of the peninsula was under marine transgression. Northwest, that is, we are going to be talking about peninsula. Rajasthan is actually a part of the peninsula in the sense that it has the same type of a geological structure that is associated with the whole of the southern part of the country. And this was a region that was under marine transgression. It was underwater. It was undersea for a considerable period of time. And it was because it was undersea for a considerable period of time, whole of Rajasthan and Gujarat, that has been the basic reason that it has developed petroleum deposits. And why exactly it was underwater? This was largely because in Indian Ocean, the Indian Ocean ridge was evolving. That means beneath the Indian Ocean, that was a flat body of water, there was something like a ridge that was evolving from beneath. So what it was doing was that it was pushing the level of the sea. So this was because the Indian Ocean ridge was evolving, rising, and it was extending. A rising ocean ridge causes the ocean basin volume to decrease. It's like, that is, imagine the analogy of this crow. A crow started putting some amount of stones in a pot or in a utensil, and the level of the water kept on going up. So if you start putting some type of, let's say, massive mountain in the ocean basin, in a similar manner, the ocean level will also go on to rise. So a rising ocean ridge causes the ocean basin volume to decrease. This decreases the accumulation capacity too, since the volume is less. So as the ridges become bigger, higher and extensive, the volume of Indian Ocean decreased and the capacity of the water accumulation therefore decreased and the sea level rose. The rising sea water level caused marine transgression. That is, it caused the sea level to rise and intrude into the land. The continental area that was submerged under the sea led to the deposition of thick marine rocks on the land. Such features which have thick marine rocks are called as platforms and shelves. And this was the basic reason that led to the evolution of the Rajasthan shelf, Saurashtra shelf and Kutch shelf. All these three shells are known for petroleum. Petroleum is found only in areas which have been under sea. It's absolutely not possible that a petroleum can ever be found in any region that has completely been continental in nature. So as India collided with Tibet and as the surface area of India decreased jointly with the Tibetan region, the area of Indian Ocean consequently increased to compensate for land area shrinkage. Then India collided with Eurasia, and as it collided with Eurasia, it was that some of this portion of India went inside Tibet. So this was the area. And as it went inside, the area of India decreased and the area of the continental region also decreased. This caused the accumulation capacity of the Indian Ocean to increase and water volume holding capacity too. A larger volume capacity with the same amount of water caused the sea level to fall. Because the land area, which was assuming that this much, it decreased this much, consequently the ocean area that was this much may have increased more because the land area decreased. And why the land area decreased? Because India went inside the Tibetan region. Can you imagine 40% of India is under Tibetan region? So the sea level fell, and as the sea level fell, it caused marine regression, and Rajasthan emerged above the surface.